Hey everyone, welcome back to Serie A Fantasy Forged in Fire. How's it going? Today we are going to be doing the Game Week 5 preview video, as Game Week 5 starts right up the day after Game Week, which is today now, after Game Week 4 finished. This is why this is rushed. This is why it still says Game Week 4 on the site, and that I can't move any of my players around right now because it still probably won't unlock until after the game tonight, later on, once everything's updated, and then maybe tomorrow morning I'm gonna actually have to make my changes because I'm from Canada, so I not on the same time as you guys. That some of you might be watching this at least. But I'm going to kind of try to explain things, what's going to be happening. I'm able to kind of switch some of my things around, and we'll be able to talk about it, as well as transfer plans for this week. So without further ado, we got the game week that's going to start off tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. where I am in Canada, and it's going to be Bologna versus Genoa that starts us off. And for this, I'm honestly not thinking of making too many changes as far as my starting lineup. We're definitely going to be sticking with Karsdorp against Udinese. Mario Rui is doing well against them this week. As you can see, these are not the actual teams they're playing. That's who they're facing this week. But Karsdorp will be facing Udinese, a potential clean sheet there. You got attacking returns this past week, so I'm not going to lose hope on them now. Atalanta will be facing Inter Milan. That's going to be a tough call if I actually want to start. I think I'll be starting Milan just because I know there will be attacking returns there, and anyone could really win that game right there. Just as we're speaking, as far as game week 4 still goes, looks like Lozano scored. Mario Rui will definitely be playing again against Sampdoria. Almost got an assist today, and he's looks like he has a clean sheet right now. I don't even know who assisted this goal. Maybe he assisted this goal as well. So it's only getting better as far as Mario Rui is right now, and it looks like he's healthy to play. Cambiaso, I'm going to start again, whereas Genoa's facing. Sorry, we got to go again here. Bologna. Bologna just played a horrible game. I don't see why Genoa can't get a clean sheet or Cambiaso get attack returns this game. Hopefully he plays over the 60-minute threshold, which was the issue with him this past week. Because if you just stayed on the field another minute, we would have got clean sheet points with him, no problem, if he was substituted before the first Fiorentina goal still as well. Definitely not losing hope on Barella. He's got me attacking return every single week so far. So even though he's facing a Fiorentina side that's doing relatively well, I feel comfortable starting Barella to maybe still get me another assist or goal or something like that. If I'm going to sit someone from this starting 11 here, it's going to be Pasalic, I think. I might bring in Pasalic, or I might sub out Pasalic for Molina and take the chance that maybe Udinese does play, maybe, who knows, could be a 0-0 game against Roma or something like that. And he's more of an attacking defender that can get attacking returns as well. So that's my thoughts there. Maybe if I'm going to sit someone that's currently on this starting 11, it'll be Pasalic. Also, I might not start Molina and bring in one of the players that I'll talk about my transfer plans. Insigne got an assist today. He has since been subbed off, so got the guaranteed clean sheet point as well. He had a good week. Another player that was coming in question coming into this week. It's kind of good that he got that sub because that means he has a little extra rest, didn't expend a full 90 minutes, and likely to start in this quick turnaround game week. Dybala is who I'm thinking of giving my captaincy to this week. Juventus plays Spezia. If this is not their first win, I don't know what will be. Definitely the easy. I mean, maybe Empoli was the easiest match, but out of the other three, Spezia is definitely the easiest one that they're going to have. And Dybala did get an assist this past week, continues to do well in a higher attacking role, and he's going to get my armband, hoping that he can get multiple returns coming up against Spezia. That rounds out my midfield. And I might have another midfielder in there. We'll talk about it when we get to transfers. Osimhen will definitely still be playing against Sampdoria. Got another goal today, scored 2 in the Champions League match, and I think scored a goal the game before that as well. Or no, he only scored 1 in Champions League, and then he scored 2 against Lazio the week before. I think that's how it went. But he's been doing well nonetheless. So he's definitely going to play as long as he's playing. We'll talk about another issue in a second. But and then Immobile, I don't care really who he's starting against as long as he's on my team and healthy, he'll be starting. But he's playing Torino. We'll probably get my vice captain see this week in case Dybala doesn't play. And that's kind of like what my starting 11 is going to look like. It's probably going to be Molina, Bonazzoli, and Bandinelli on the bench. And yeah, and Lazzarini, of course, on the bench. I'm going to keep sticking with Zoet for the time being. Okay, even though, and yes, I will be playing Zoet, even though he's facing Juve. Hopefully gets a lot of shots against him that he saves, and those are either Dybala goals or saves. Because yeah, even though a weak goal he doesn't get a clean sheet, they can still get a decent amount of points for either like a PK save or a save, or just saves in general. Every 3 saves is a point as well. That's going to be how we're going to line up. Again, we won't be able to do updated league standings right now because we're not done for the week yet, but we're going to go to the transfer area and talk about what I'm doing. And the 2 players that I'd be tempted to ship out this week are either Bonazzoli or Pasalic. And Bonazzoli didn't even start this past week. I thought he was like their bona fide striker that's going to start every week. And basically, if there was going to be a goal, it was going to go through him. He didn't even start this week, so I'm not seeing a lot of value in him. Of course, he's a 3rd striker that doesn't really need to play, so he doesn't need to be an expensive striker to play every week. But I would like my players to at least be able to sub on for hope, maybe still an attack return or something. Yes, Bonazzoli got the point. He subbed on. Maybe that's all you need from player subbing on as a single point. But honestly, you'd rather 2, someone that still starts that can sub in for 2 points potentially. And ever since week 1, when I sat Pasalic and he got an assist, he hasn't done anything. So that's another reason I'm considering subbing him out. And there are 3 players that I'm looking to get in. AC Milan has amazing fixtures coming up, aside from one tougher game, I think, against Roma somewhere in there. But yeah, AC Milan has good fixtures coming up, and they have some players that are playing good. And there's 3 players that I'm considering getting. We'll go with the first one, which would be a swap from Bonazzoli to Leao. It's played really well. Very cheap attacker, as far as attackers go that are playing this well. The only turnoff of Leao is that he doesn't actually play a top striker position. He's more of a wing position, meaning that he's not that center striker that's furthest up, that's almost guaranteed to get a touch on the ball before it goes in. But he's been getting it done anyway. He's been scoring goals, getting assists. So I think that's my front runner right now, especially we're past the Juve game now, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, and he just has some good fixtures coming up where I could see him scoring a lot of goals. Still yet to know what happens when Ibra and Giroud are fit, if he gets bumped out of the lineup in any way. But based on where he's playing, I don't think so. I don't think either Giroud or Ibra would be playing a wing role. The only question is if they go to a front 2 at that point. So that's what I think my leading idea for this week is, going from Bonazzoli to Leao. As you see, I do have 1.1 in the bank, and Leao's price is probably going to go up soon. So I think that's the way to go, and maybe I'll end up getting some more funds as far as that goes as well. Okay, the other 2 considerations, still Milan players, but they're midfielders. The first one is Diaz. We see right here, I can go from Pasalic to Diaz and still not spend my entire bank. It would have been nice if I could have gone to Bandinelli to him, but that's okay. But he's been playing really good. He's started every single game in the position just underneath the striker. He has been getting goals and assists as well. So that's what you like to see there. And yeah, it's just the fixtures, the team that he's on, and he's been starting every game and showing production. So we've had some really good midfielders start out the season so far, and he's part of the top 10. What is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th right now as far as midfielders go. Sorry, did I say strikers? I meant midfielders. And so that is probably my second choice right now for Diaz, is going in for Pasalic. Lastly, and this is the one for 2 reasons is that I'm not likely to do this, but I think he has to be considered as Rebic. And one reason I don't want to do this because I already feel like an idiot for getting rid of him, even though he's done so well since. Another one, he scored on against Juve just now to tie it up, and we didn't get that win because of it. But also, The big draw for him is that he's playing and he's getting started in a top striker role right now. But when you have Giroud and Ibra probably coming back soon, I don't think he maintains that role over them. And that's why I don't think I'll be bringing him in, even though if he maintains a spot where he is for now or the long term, I think he's the best choice of the three, but I don't see him maintaining that spot for an extended period of time. So that's why I think I'm going with Leao this week. And then if I see, wow, he starts in that striker spot again, maybe I'm thinking of going with Rebic, because they do have good strikers for about like 6-7 weeks or so, aside from the one with Roma in there. So I do think that my next two transfers in will likely be Milan players. And I bet it'll be 2 out of the 3 that I just listed. I might have to move some funds around, maybe take a hit at some point in order to do that, but it'll probably be worth it in the long run to get in some Milan players right now and get out Bonazzoli. Because if I get in Leao, I knock out Bonazzoli, I end up probably switching to a what would probably look like a 4-3-3 here, where I sit Paslic and Bandinelli. I would have Insigne, Dybala, Barella in the midfield, Osimhen, Immobile, Leao at the top, and Cambiaso, Mirarui, Mela, and Karsdorp in the defense. So a 4-3-3 is probably what I'm looking at. I don't think I can confirm that till either late tonight or earlier tomorrow when this video is approximately released, but that's what I'm looking to do. Let me know what your transfer plans are on. If you think there's better ones than the 3 Milan players that I just said. And now that the Napoli game just finally ended with a final of 4-0. So this game week, consider it closed. Game week 5 we're on to right now. And it'll be another transition out of 5 into 6. So get ready for lots of uploads of previews and reviews coming up shortly, okay? Take care. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And drop a comment about any thoughts or anything else you'd like to discuss or any bonus videos you'd like to see. Ciao for now.